At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Vibraville. It's been a minute. I have a lot going on. My homie, my dog, pretty much he's got a couple of days left. His hips are just failing at this point, and he's having a hard time walking. So trying to spend last couple of days chilling with him, get my mind off crypto, because this war, this nonsense, like I knew this was gonna happen, right? We kind of were talking about how the banks, they weren't going to let this bull run happen without getting their cuts, taking over crypto. And I didn't think it would take this long. I mean, they're stalling everything out, and clearly regulations are conveniently coming out right as these problems are happening, where Japan and all these foreign countries are going to start unloading treasuries on the market. And magically, there's going to be corporations there to soak up that demand. Almost the same amount that these countries are about to liquidate, there's the demand already built up for on the other side. So it's crazy how they use these events and almost distractions to roll stuff out. And I thought it was going to be more focused on Japan, but the war thing escalated, and now oil is going to be the catalyst that breaks it. But they're going to, I think, start being able to disguise it and not talk about it because the main distraction's over here. But regardless, like the same shakeout we had in 2020 when the pandemic came through, it's happening again right now. And unfortunately, this is what we need to go through, I think, for them to justify rate cut coming early and just the money printers coming on. We're so far in debt. How can you justify printing more money? But at the same time, everybody's broke. Credit card debt are at all-time highs. What do? People are hurting right now. And it's like the average person, or even people that had, careers for the last 10, 15 years and lost their job due to AI, due to downsizing, whatever. And now you pick up a couple part-time jobs or whatever. You don't have the same income. You're not going to have money to just put into digital assets and just tuck aside and just let them sit there. You need money to pay off your next bill, your car payment, your insurance, food. There's so many things that come that are priority over stacking cryptos that might go up tomorrow or next year. So it really sucks out there. People are struggling, and now all the panic comes, and look at the markets. Every time we dip, V-shaped recovery. That's what I was looking for in my tweet. I put up a tweet, de-dollarization, disinflation, and then that was the third one I wanted to talk about. And they just make shit up. It's crazy. I mean, the Federal Reserve, Mr. Too Late, should have cut rates already. But now he has the excuse. And I didn't realize that these markets, especially risk on like this, are directly correlated to the money printers coming on. Retail cannot affect these bigger cryptos. Yeah, certain meme coins or small projects, sure, you have a big community, you can pump a small thing. But other than that, we're along for the ride. Look at Jasmy up 16.5%, HBAR 13, everything's coming back. We were still obviously down, but look at that. HBAR up 100%. So as bad as it is on the year, look at that. XRP's the best blue chip. XLM second. Well, SWI, I guess. Or Aave. and then HBAR. So the 3 coins I've been talking about since 2022, a little bit of XDC. What do you know? They're the best performers. So when shit gets bad, you need to have the best coins in your portfolio. All right, where we go? Favorites. There we go. PTGC up 1,000%. Stronghold. This thing is about to rip, guys. I told you it's never going under a penny again. And we got this thing at like, I don't know what it was in 2022, but it was down here somewhere. For where a couple $100, I think, got you like 100,000 coins. So I'm in for $400 and my bag is 10x. It's insane. So it's when you hold the right coins, the gems, guess what? You don't have to worry. You don't have to panic. And I talk to a lot of different people, and the people that are very comfortable right now, they're not stressing. They own the blue chips. They own the best altcoins that are going to potentially run the hardest. So there's nothing we can do at this point except wait and let the pump come to us. And it will. Every single coin is going to pump. Look at LCX, up 36%. You know, we bought this thing at 3 cents. So now we're up 4x. We were up 10x, but I didn't take profits. I learned my lesson. Creator bid. We're talking about this one. I showed you guys this when I found it, like what, 2 weeks ago at like 5 cents or just under 5 cents. And now we're almost tripled up. And this thing is on fire. They're making partnerships left and right. And I came and I staked my coins on here. And since I already own Bill, the agent. So if you guys don't know, creator bid here, you can create your own AI agent. And GooGod put me on to Aeon 5100 like 8 months ago, maybe. And come to find out, it was launched on creator bid. And it's been like in their top 10 for a long time. There it is, number 3. So since I own some of the tokens, I came into the dashboard, and you have to stake 2,500 bid tokens to be able to get in. So I had 5,000 or whatever. And all right, where is it? Dude, I don't even know where to go. Treasury. No. Dashboard. So I came in and I staked my bid tokens. Here we go. All right. So I came in, I staked my bid tokens 2 days ago, and then I locked up a quarter of my BILLNYE and 20% of my Aeon tokens. So I put 200 of those and almost 11,000 BILLNYEs. And now this boosts my reward. So I'm going to start getting rewards for this. And it takes like a week, I think, for everything to start collecting. But I didn't want to put all my tokens in, because when you unlock it, you have to wait 2 weeks to get your tokens back. So I don't know. I just think this shit is a way to earn passive income, and it's a way to keep busy while all these other people are fighting and going nuts because their bags are dumping. Well, guess what? I gave you like 3 gems in the past month that are doing really well. If you got into any of them, I mean, Dynex is giving some back, but we're still up almost 50%. BILLNYE was down to a penny, and it's almost up to 3 cents. So that's up almost 2x. And bid is now up almost 3x. We got in at 4.5 cents. It touched almost 15 today. And then Research Coin is up 20%, but that came back down. And Poseidon ran up to over $1. So that doubled up and then came back down. But I'm not taking profits on these right now because there's just such small market caps. I'd rather get in here and lock my tokens up because who knows how big Creator Bid's going to get. Like, this is a great competitor to virtuals, and I think it's better. They figured out a way to get endorsement from natural engagement. So they partnered with what is it, Coyote or something, to create this leaderboard, and it goes through social media and the Telegram accounts, and it can tell who's like spamming, who's dropping good information, and it kind of it boosts you up in like validation points, basically, where, you know, if we have our Telegram groups, you can't, over the last 3 months, you can't tell unless you're in there every day, you know, who's like giving alpha, who's just like spamming, who's being annoying. Well, now with Creator Bid and the new partnership they have. All right, where is it? That wasn't a tweet. They look through your social media and everything, and it basically gives you credibility, and that gets built into your rewards and your ability for future airdrops. Like this, this is the future right here. DeSci is an untapped narrative that CZ and Vitalik and Brian Armstrong are all behind. So you got to get into stuff when it's early. And like I said, it takes your mind off of how freaking bad Pulse Chain is doing right now. It kept me out of all of the scams from SrayOX, his Crab, Inu, whatever bullshit tokens he's launching. Like, I have no time to go look at Crab, Hotcakes, Inu when I'm looking up these new AI agents and these new DeSci projects that are revolutionizing how they look at medicine. Like, these are really, really cool things. And they're going to change the world. They're going to change medicine. And it's going to happen right in front of our eyes. So I really love Bid. But Bio Protocol, that's the one that is the leader. We talked about it on stream, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, because Binance has millions of dollars behind it. And it's the same type thing. It's a launch pad where you can go and you can invest into these really, really early projects that are like tens of thousands to $100,000 market cap. And you never know which ones are going to blow up. So it's opportunities like that I would much rather risk my money on stuff that is not a guaranteed return. But if it does hit, it has such a huge potential. You know, there's like trillions of dollars in the medicine field. And it's just waiting for AI and blockchain and quantum computing to take it to the next level. It's ripe for it. And that's why these guys are all behind it. CZ and Vitalik and them. You know, King's the only thing that's been doing good on Pulse Chain. And TFC. Literally the only two. And I have really not been paying any attention on Pulse Chain. I got my coins that are paying me my rewards. And I'm chilling. Yeah, Yi came back a little bit. I think I might be up. I bought once at like 6.5 cents, and then the other one at like, I don't know, a couple days ago, maybe 4. It's the last shit coin I'm getting into, I promise. Like, I'm just done with it. Yo, what up, Julian? Yeah, you know, Gugad got them crabs. Tin Top, what up? Eric created 2 more farms, LPs, one for burn, for bridging Tink to Pulse Chain. Oh, fuck Eric. You fucking blocked me on Twitter after calling him out for his bullshit exchange. Oh, G1 exchange from G1 Eric. You know, we need our completely decentralized project, first principles. You know, we need to team up with an exchange and start doing real world assets. It's like, what, bro? Who wanted that? So take a vote in the community. Jake plays Shogun, Shotgun, Pulse, Training, Migrate, Shogun. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I support what Jake's doing. Lakota, what up, bro? Good to see you. So guys, it's so obvious what's happening. Uniswap. This is huge. Uniswap morph, not build a tech, morph. Oh, and others collaborate on Web3 SOC, a framework for determining a DeFi project's readiness for institutional partnerships. So does that mean M&As are coming where these institutions might have partnerships, or they might just buy out existing Web3 companies that have their own platforms? I don't know, but this is what we need right here. Uniswap, Maple, Kiln, and Steakhouse collaborated with Cantina and Securum. The framework includes a maturity tier and a self-assessment aimed at garnering trust and establishing wide operational standards. In short, WebSoc is a classification framework designed to enhance security and collaboration in DeFi by providing a structured methodology for institutions and organizations to evaluate the maturity of a project. Man, farming definitely got my reading skills on the fritz. The standards include a self-assessment tool to gauge readiness for institutional partnerships. Like, guys, this is a joke. Why don't they just hire some freaking consultant, someone that knows crypto, tell you, all right, this is where you can put your money. This is what's safe. ETH could maintain $740,000 a token based on the idea that digital oil as well as reformed Ethereum. About, oh my God. People lost their minds. I'd love ETH at 740,000. I mean, it could happen in 10 years. But guys, you see what's happening here? Stable coins. They're now setting frameworks up to gauge what's safe and what's not. They've all been using this in the background. Stronghold built out a stable coin for IBM. Since 2018, they've been using it, and hundreds of other partners. They're using blockchain. They're just settling on these private networks. And in time, once there's enough liquidity and assets and volume on public blockchains, and there's privacy too. That's another huge thing we lack right now is privacy. Once they have that, that's when you're going to see settlement on the public blockchains moving forward. But until it's all there, they're going to continue to use their private blockchains. So I can't go track what these portfolios are doing. Yeah. Oh, but I went at him pretty hard. We went back and forth. He said something. He took a shot, and then I kind of went at him a little hard. I don't think he expected it. He said another thing that was pretty stupid, and then I pretty much just ended it right there with a couple tweets, and he blocked me. So Moonbee Roots and Eric are people that blocked me. And Almighty, there's like 3 people. What are you going to do? So, guys, but this is why it's so important to just ignore the FUD out here and own the best blue chips. All right, guys, they're going to be the ones that start to separate. The American cryptos, if they're tax-free, think down the road from now, which one of these coins are going to start to take off? And what are you going to get left behind? You know, do you have your bag of HBAR packed? Do you have some Stellar? Do you have some Axelar and XRP? Some Stronghold? If you don't, Algorand, even Ondo, Flare is a must-have. There's still 8 more months of airdrops. So that's like at least 25% back in airdrops you're going to get. So what's the downside risk at a coin that's at the bottom where you're going to get 25% of your coins back? So if it does a 4x in price, you can sell back and get your initial and have triple the bag you started with. As if you, or if it versus just waiting and buying in. Or you can wait and just sell your rewards and get your money back. A Flare is a must-have, guys. It is going to be how all these institutions earn yield on their XRP, their Bitcoin, their Dogecoin, their Litecoin, these assets where there's no DeFi on. Okay. I promise you, you're going to want to hold Flare. It's going to be around for the next 10 years. So when you can get into something early like this and it pays you for delegating, so you get bi-weekly rewards for delegating, you get bi-monthly rewards for staking, and you get the airdrops for monthly. I'm getting over 4,000 coins a month combined. And I started with like $800, not even. And it's tripled up now. I don't even care what the USD value is because I know where Flare's going to a couple bucks probably. And even if it takes 3-4 years, I don't care. I've been waiting for, I got the Flare airdrop back in 2020. I took the snapshot for it. So I've been in Flare for 5 years. I'll hold for another 5. I don't care. It's going to start paying me. It's already been paying me back, but the price appreciation isn't there. So once these assets are actually valued correctly based on the utility that they bring, based on the use they have, based on the volume on chain, there's going to be new ways that we value these cryptos because they're not stocks. They're not companies. They're networks that hold and move value around. Completely different metric. So people are just so stuck in the past. Bitcoin dominance just starting to fall. Yeah, bro. I just feel like it can make one more push up, but I'm ready, man. I'm ready for it to just come crashing down. Because we're close. We are so close. V-shaped recovery, de-dollarization, disinflation. Guys, they just make shit up. They make up words to confuse us. The crypto markets hold that inflection point after Bitcoin's dip on the Middle East friction. What do you know? Bitcoin unaffected by the nonsense out there because they can't manipulate these markets like they can everything else. It's the last semi-real market out there. The 2017 bull market ended when they launched futures. And now this is changing huge, guys. When the spot ETFs come out, when they're in kind, now they cannot do this bullshit where they load up on the ETFs and short the hell out of spot. Because once they're now in kind, you buy the ETF with Bitcoin. Can't buy it with cash and then short. It doesn't work like that. So the game is going to change very soon. These shenanigans of manipulating the market by buying one, shorting the other, all this stuff done OTC, the black pools, we can't see anything that's being done. But I'm hearing that these OTC desks and pools are really starting to dry up. And there's not much liquidity left. So there's going to be a supply shock, and it's going to happen very fast because these people are sneaky. They're all under NDAs. Everybody that works at a bank, everyone in finance, everyone are under NDA, so no one can talk about it. So it's on us to put the pieces together based on what's publicly available, based on what these representatives from all these different projects say when they go to these different blockchain conferences and they're on stage for an hour. You know, and I go to Axelar's page where they have JP Morgan, Ripple, and Axelar on stage talking an hour and a half about what's coming, and there's 68 views on it. And it's like, you got to be kidding me. And then an MM Crypto full-blown emergency Bitcoin video, 20,000 views. It's like, what is wrong with this shit? But that's all right. It's allowed us to stack these blue chips before the wave comes to where we can just chill and say, oh yeah, it would have been nice to have more, but holy shit, look at what we have now. And I'm already starting to see a huge switch, guys. People reach out to me a lot behind the scenes about coins they would never talk about publicly, that they know after I send them some videos or they ask questions and they take the time to look into stuff. Everyone who looks at it objectively, their minds change and they say, oh shit, I don't know how I didn't see this or didn't know. But you know what? You're not too late now. It doesn't matter if you got Hedera at 5, 10, 15 cents in 5, 10 years when it's 10, 20, $30 and you're earning 5, 6% a year, if not a little more. You're not going to care what your entry point was. Yeah, it would have been nice to get in at 3 cents, but it was hard to buy that coin when it was at rock bottom. Everybody was fudding the hell out of it. Everyone in your circle was looking at meme coins and all this other stuff. And you found this one person telling you to go buy this great blue chip and just hold it away because someday, way in the future, it's going to go up in value. People don't have that time. They don't have the ability to take that risk. If it's dead money, and people can't afford that right now. People can't afford to say, all right, if I put this $1,000 in, I could put in this other coin, I could double my money, pull profits out, and then buy some. That's the mentality versus, all right, I'll just suck it up, buy this coin, know it's going to go nowhere, get punched in the face next week, it's going to dip more, and it's going to be worth 70% of what I paid for it. But that's the right move. In the long term, that's the right move. People just can't accept that. And you need to. It's okay if you're down right now. All these ETFs are about to start popping off. Like they have until like the end of the month to approve, and they're going to approve all of them at once. They can't just approve one. It's going to be the floodgates opening, guys. And I really think there's going to be a migration out of Bitcoin into other ETFs. The utility ones, the American cryptos, because I don't think Bitcoin can be considered an American crypto tax-free. So imagine that if Bitcoin wasn't tax-free, how many people are going to peace out? But, Michael Saylor says it's going to billions of dollars. So why would we even think about that? What up, Sear Conspiracy? What up, John May? Yep. Basket. Yeah. There's going to be ETFs with baskets, all kinds of different AI ETFs, DeFi ETFs. It's going to be great, guys. It's going to be phenomenal. And BILLNYE, if you don't have any of this, get on it. Base is going to be the biggest blockchain this bull run. You can now buy any token that is on Base that you can get on Switch.win or Uniswap. You can get on the Coinbase app now. They're building the DEX capabilities right in, so any noob can come in and just buy it. And Bill, I watched the founders' streams. They just partnered with Pump.Science, which is huge. And Bill's going to be integrated to all these different DeSci communities. And he gets integrated into the Telegram group, into Twitter, and he constantly scans it and learns and gives reports every day on what's going on in all of DeSci. This project had this partnership. These guys just launched this, and it's a great way to keep up with stuff and not have to do it yourself. He does all the research for you. It's really cool. And, I've been telling you guys about it at a cent or just over a cent. And now we're pushing up to 3. And I think Bill's going to be making its way up to like 10 cents, 15 cents in the next month or so. Like he's really popular in the community. That investor he's tied into a lot of the projects. They reached out to him to do marketing for a lot of different projects. Like he's my go-to for DeSci. And man, I need a new computer. Anyone wants to get me a new computer, shoot me a message because this is crazy. Or if Creator Bid can just do like a 10x from here, I could pull out like 700 coins and get a new computer. But golly, is this freaking slow. So this chart's looking beautiful though. I found it on like May 8th, around there. If we can go back. So it was just chopping, but it was way up at like 15 cents, I think. Oh, wow. Never mind. I found it. Oh, yeah. I was around a penny. Never mind. And then we had a little dip. That's where I loaded up. And I think I got like 50,000 coins. I want to try to get 100, but at this price is here, I need a miracle, something else to pump. and rotate. But that's not what we're doing. We don't want to be rotating right now. Like, I put new money into this. There's stable coins I had sitting on the side. I didn't go and sell one of my bags to go buy this in hopes that it pumps and then I can rotate it back. Do not do that. It's okay to say, oh, it's all right. I'll put it on my watch list. And when I get $100, I'll get a bag of it or whatever. That needs to be your mentality. All right. Don't be selling stuff that's not performing. The only thing you can be doing is looking at your portfolio and saying, all right, creator bid is up a bunch today and Hempy's down. So maybe I'll skim 10% off bid and put it into Hempy. Like, that's the only thing you should be doing, is chopping or trimming a little bit off of the biggest performers. If stuff starts getting way off top, like you had, 5 coins you put the same amount into and one of them is triple the amount, maybe take out 10, 15% and put it into the other ones. That's the only thing you should be doing if it's not fresh capital. Hashtag no rotate. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come on and just tell you everything is fine. This cycle is lining up just like 2017, 2018, where Trump came into office. In 2016, the dollar went straight down for a year, and then we had a crazy bull run. And it ended when futures came out. And now we have the opposite happening with the spot ETFs and the leveraged long ETFs coming out to take away that negative pressure. So the floodgates are opening, stablecoin legislation. And what happens when it comes out that Amazon holds and is using XRP, Microsoft, Google, they all are using XRP for settlement? It's going to create the biggest FOMO and shift in the market, because what's the upside on Bitcoin now? What's the upside on ETH? Like, there's no new crazy shit that's going to be breaking. But all of the NDAs and all of the banks and corporations that Ripple has, and Hedera and Stellar and some of these sleepers, guys, I know what's coming in the future. I put the work in and I'm confident. And then we have the DeFi stuff on the other side. So you have your blue chips over there, Stellar and them, and then you have your Pulse Chain and your Titan X and your AI coins on base. And then you're good to go. That's all you need to do. And then just wait. ETH will move. Titan X will start to pump. Everything else in the ecosystem pumps. Everyone starts talking about it again. All the green circles appear on Twitter. We're off to the races. Richard Hart comes back and he does a stream where he does 10 pull-ups. And his little man boobies are gone. And all of a sudden, it's jacked Richard. And we start pumping like crazy. Like, that's all it takes, guys. That's literally all it takes. And that's all I got tonight. You need help. You want a one-on-one, go through your portfolio, reach out, go to vibrafinance.com, book an hour, be the best thing you've ever done. I promise you, I got all the gems in all the different niches of the market. Long-term, short-term, passive income, blue chips. We got it all. Smash that like button. We'll see you tomorrow night.